Hello, my beauty. Oh, I'm so happy to have your presence with me. I can't wait to do this reading. Mia here. We're going to take a look at what is in the energy right now. And this energy feels good. There are answers here. There are things that need to come up. And I can't wait to dive in and see what it is that's coming up for you. Now, I'd like for you to choose between these two stones. We have orange calcite and we have Caribbean calcite. Orange calcite 1, Caribbean calcite 2. Orange calcite 1 reminds me of the sun. Caribbean calcite on a ship boating out to sea, taking in that weather. Very summery stones, both of these, which maybe we need right now. Maybe we need a little break and take a little dip into summertime, huh? Go ahead and make your choice, and you'll find that link below so you can go right to the reading. Or if you'd like to and you feel drawn to both, go ahead, pull up a seat, take some notes, get your intuitive self on, and let's do them both. All right, I'll see you over there. Mwah. Hello, sunshine. Okay, let's get right into your reading. So I am feeling, I am feeling like we should start with our old trusty deck because she has been really, really ferociously energetic lately. Just leapt out of my hands earlier, all the cards all over the place, telling me what I need to know. And I feel like that energy is just spilling over into she likes to give some good hard truths, not just hard truths, but just truths, which is pretty wonderful. So I am feeling like we should pull from her first, because she's got some good information and she wants to be giving this information. Obviously, she's ready to jump into it and jump into everything. Oh, and we're pulling 5 cards to get us started. 5 cards, and we have the moon as your first card. Major Arcana vibes. Then we have the 7 of Cups. Then we have the King of Pentacles. Then we have the Justice card. And then we have the 6 of Cups. Well, this is definitely old trusty deck energy coming through. Some really good information coming through. First of all, there is something that is hidden. There is something that is a truth that is hidden, an understanding that is hidden. It could even be something that this could get into something that a truth that's not yours, a truth that's somebody's. I hate to say even the word lying because it feels so awful. Ugh, ick. No one wants to be lied to, but it feels like there is something that is not what it seems. I want to find out more about that. We're going to. But there's something that isn't what it seems in your life right now or in your energy right now. That's, always go with your own intuition, go with your own inner knowing. This is, we're going to read the cards like the cards come up, but I want you to always go with your own inner knowing. But it does feel like there is something that's not quite, it's not fully illuminated for you, and it's just hazy. It's just not giving you all the truth. Now, the next thing that we have here is the 7 of Cups. So I also feel like you might be really distracted. You might be distracting yourself from seeing this truth. You might actively be trying to participate in not recognizing it. I feel like, boy, we get into this reading and right away we're like being, we're sort of being slammed up against the rocks. So bear with me. There's good things. There's all the things are coming. So just hang in there with this energy. But there might be some part of you that is distracting yourself, and you probably know how you're doing that. This could be with an overindulgence somewhere. It could be focusing on something that's not important, but pretending like it's very important. Maybe there's something going on with a work project or with and it's stressing you out so much, and you're letting yourself go down a rabbit hole with it, but it's not that important. Or you could be overindulging in or drinking too much, or watching too many binge watching too many things, or distracting yourself in some way, or even just that you're in your imaginings that's really taking you out of seeing this truth. Then we have the King of Pentacles. And I love this coming in because this is a very grounding, lovely, divine masculine energy that is in your field. Now, I am not feeling like this might be somebody that you know. This might be somebody you're actively seeing. This might be somebody that's on the peripheral of your life that wants to be in it, that wants to be solidly ensconced in your life. But this could also be somebody that's coming in the very near future. But whatever this is, I don't feel like you recognize the wealth this person brings to the table. I don't think you're fully seeing their capacity of themselves as a human being, that they are so powerful and they are in a lovely protector provider energy. They have this kind of fatherly energy. They have this showing upness. They have this consistency, this ability to really be a staple, to really not deviate from their plan, to not deviate from, I feel this one day and I feel that the other day. No, they're solid, they're in it, they've got a really like growth mentality, they've got a really beautiful blossoming space for themselves and the people they love and the world that they create around themselves. This is also probably someone who is very good at business, very good at making money. All of those attributes really lean into that as well. Probably also someone who wants to really take care of those that are around them, and also someone who just everything sort of in their physical world is important. Their space, their items, their car, their just sort of have an importance around that as well. And that energy, I really liked stepping into that energy just now. So that really feels good. I'm really open to comments. Please comment below if you know what I'm talking about right now. Now we have the Justice card right behind that. So I'm also feeling like there's something going on in your world that feels perhaps unfair, or perhaps it feels like vengeance driven. Perhaps it's something you're trying to make right. Perhaps, and this could be where you feel like you've done wrong. This could be where you feel like you are the one who has been done wrong too. But there is something that feels like there's an imbalance. There's something off in the energy field, that justice needs to come in, that justice needs to prevail. And I believe it will. It feels solidly like it's all going to even itself out. It's going to be okay. And then we have the Six of Cups. Now this to me feels like this is this old yummy nostalgic feeling. This is a heart space. We're getting into cup space, which is feelings and emotions. And this is a feeling of sort of childhood nostalgia. This feels like family. It feels like home. It feels comfortable. It feels known. Like you know it. You are known. You already knew it before. Like you've known this in another lifetime. It just feels absolutely at ease. And I feel like a little bit of this is calling you to this card, saying, hey, come back, come on back. And this could be, that you need to spend time with a family member or somebody from your childhood, or a romantic interest in your life that feels that way, that feels like home, that feels like safety, that feels like that lovely sort of childhood feeling. And I would say also let yourself indulge in things that feel like that. If you drink a special drink when on a cold night when you were a kid and it felt so safe and warming and comforting, let yourself make that drink now. Let yourself have that experience. Let yourself participate in that feeling. I'm not moving from our old trusty deck just yet. I'm not moving away from her just yet. I really have such a love for this deck. I do. She just shows up in such a wonderful way. And I'm only feeling 3 cards. So, oh no, I'm not. I'm feeling a 4th card here. Yeah. Okay, we've got 4. Should we start at the end? What the 4th card is? That was, strength. We did. I started at the end. That was the last card I drew that was asking for that a little bit of attention there at the end. Now we'll start at the beginning. Okay, the Death card. The Queen of Pentacles. I love this. This is so much fun. Okay, then we have the Eight of Cups reversed. I'd like you to just notice how similar this card is to our Moon card, which was your first overriding energy card. So that's that, those hidden truths and such. And then we have the Strength card. Okay. First, I'm just not going to say anything for a second. Take your intuition. If you're just listening, then look at the screen for a moment. We have the Death card. The Queen of Pentacles. We pulled the King of Pentacles earlier, right? We have the Eight of Cups. So close to the Moon. And we have strength, which doesn't it feel? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Let me tell you what's coming up for me and see if that resonates with you. Let your intuition come up and bubble to the surface. So first of all, with the Death card, it does feel like there is a little bit of just, I don't want to say destroyer energy. That feels violent and intense, like the Tower. This doesn't feel like that. This feels a little sad to me and a little bereaved, like you're letting go of something that's very difficult to let go of, that feels like you're really losing something. Could be a romance, this could be someone that you're losing, this could be a dream that you're losing or letting go of, or a way of life, or even if it's something you want to be letting go of, it doesn't mean that it's easy or meant to be easy, but it feels like you've been really coming from a place where you've really had to detach yourself and had to let go of something, and that feels difficult. It feels really hard, and I think there's a space in here for you to grieve if you need to, but for you to just really acknowledge what you've been going through, and that whatever it is you have been letting go of, whether it should be big or small, doesn't matter. If it feels big, if it feels important, like it feels like a part of yourself, it feels like a part of your cells, your being, your skin, your body, it feels like it is part of you that you're losing. To just really acknowledge that for yourself. Now, right behind that, with our Queen of Pentacles, I love this. You are so divinely lovely paired with the masculine energy that is coming in for you. Like I said, whether that's somebody you're with right now, the energy has shifted. If you can feel that, there is something at play here. Whether this is, that person that you are with right now, or they haven't come in yet, or they're just not being the full capacity of themselves yet. This is a beautiful pairing. It is an equal pairing of the two of you together. Is an excellent match, an excellent unique pairing of strengths, that you both show up in the world in this incredible growth-filled way. They have this fatherly energy. You have this motherly energy that you want to protect and provide. You want to take care of too. You want to take care of those you love. You can take care of yourself. But how lovely is it that you can take such good care of yourself and also be taken care of by this masculine energy, and that you can take care of each other, and that you can grow the world around you. What a garden you will live in, that you both have such growth energy, that you are just growing things all around you, both of you, that it can build into just the most epic, beautiful space to live in. I love this. Love it. Okay, then we have the Eight of Cups reversed. So, like I said, this really reminds me of the moon. It has some very intense similarities, from the moon being in it to the colorations, this feeling. So, what I'm seeing here is that this truth that you have not been perhaps letting yourself acknowledge or see, whether it doesn't mean that it's a dishonesty within yourself, but there might be something that you are living in that is not as it seems, and that you're sort of actively participating in that a bit, and it's like it's ready to be illuminated, it's ready to come out. And I'm feeling this feeling of illumination. This reminds me of the sun, that feeling that some light needs to be shed here. And whatever that thing is, that there's a part of you that does not want to walk away from that. That you will have to, in acknowledging this makes me feel a little emotional, in acknowledging what it is, the thing that is not true, the thing that is not aligned, in acknowledging that you will then really need to let yourself walk away from the feelings and emotions of it, that you will then be compelled to let it go. And Death card, this doesn't feel good. This feels awful. This can feel really sad. It can feel really awful. But also, you're walking into the sun, and that feels wonderful. And being in this space where it's hidden, that doesn't feel very good either. even if it's comfortable because you've been there for a while. So walking away from this, letting yourself, now this is telling me that you are not really willing to let yourself walk away from this. You're not really willing to move into this territory, and that's why this is a hidden truth. You could see it. I do feel it's there and available for you to see if you'll let yourself, if you won't distract yourself away from it and really let yourself acknowledge it. But then there's this sort of call to action for you to move away. And I think that you don't want to. Your heart space doesn't want to, which I understand. And, let's just breathe into that, because that is a tough place to be in. That is difficult. So what I want to do, first of all, we have the Strength card right behind that. And this feels like sunshine, doesn't it? And I do feel this in those romantic ways, but I also just really feel this in this unconquerable piece of you that is so capable, so fierce, so peaceful, so able, that it doesn't have to be this, oh, I have to acknowledge this, and then I have to walk away from this, and I'm going to be crying on the ground as I crawl away from it, even if it feels like a piece of you is leaving you. It's going to feel like you're stepping into the sun for the first time, to just change your frame of mind for a bit. You don't have to do anything. You don't take action on it. Just to acknowledge these things, maybe write down some intuitive notes about what might be coming up for you right now. But to remember that this is important. The cards were like, hey, wait, no, I'm not done. Well, wait, I got another message for you. This is the other message. You're not walking into emptiness. You're not walking into... you're not walking into the grave. You are walking into something that feels like you're stepping into sunshine. And honestly, this card doesn't often, I don't know if it's ever reminded me of an actual human-animal relationship. Even though this is a woman closing the mouth of a lion, this often I see this in a different way. Human to human, or I feel it as, like the difficult things that you go through or whatever that is. But I do feel this in that way of, human to animal. If you have animals in your life, spend time with those animals. But I'm also just feeling this in that playful way, that it'll feel like you're walking into the playfulness of playing with a puppy, playing with a lion, but a really fun, friendly lion that you can peacefully close the mouth of. It's something that will feel gentle and easy, and there'll be like a sense of you're not doing it alone as well. Oh my! Well, I will say that deck really did have some things to tell us. I'm going to move into our pink deck, because what I really like to know, I just want to see if there's any, oh boy, I gotta say, all right, we are going to get into our pink deck. I do think we have to ask this question from our old trusty deck, though. I think we need to just, if there's anything else that we need to know about this truth, that's this hidden truth, this thing that could be kind of lying to you, or that could not be what it seems. I just one little piece, if there's anything that you can or should know. We have the Empress. We have the Empress here. Now the Empress is divine feminine energy. Everything's growing around her. It's a very fertile energy. It is all of those divine feminine qualities, that expansiveness, that creativity. It really is. It feels like a fall day. It feels like fresh wind off of the earth. It just really alive and really giving life all around her. So this to me tells me, and you tip into your intuition, that you already have that. You have the information, you have what you need to know, that it is really just at your fingertips, and that all of the knowledge that you need just takes you sitting into it in that divine feminine way, which means sort of sitting into stillness, letting yourself be still, be at peace, be in this space where you just take it in. And that feels like an outdoor meditation. If you feel like doing an outdoor meditation today, if you could, tomorrow, just soon, to spend some time just opening this up, 5 minutes. I don't think this is something that you're going to have to labor over. I think it's something that is already very much there for you. Thank you. Thank you to our old trusty deck. Now I am going to move into our pink deck because I think I would like to know a little bit more about anything that, just really anything that you might need as pieces of action to move you forward, pieces of guidance, if there's anything blocking you from really moving forward, although we've gotten a lot of that information already, or if there's anything just that's really, that, oh, you needed to hear this. Oh, we have the Chariot. Okay. And we have the Empress. I love pulling duplicate cards. Oh boy. This is some good energy. We have the Page of Cups. I'm pulling one more card. Oh, I pulled two more cards. That happens. Yeah, so we have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords. Here we go. This is what I'm seeing. We have the Chariot coming in first. Now, the Chariot is a ferocious, action-oriented energy that is like moving forward. Nothing can get in the way. Taking action towards what you want, or what this could be an outside energy, but I am feeling this as some momentum that is very close to you, or that is yours. And there's something important about this momentum. Like, step on to the momentum. If it's someone else's momentum, spend time with that person. If there's a work project, or like a friend group, or like if there's something that's just moving very fast, and it's very solidly, step onto that boat, step onto that chariot, let yourself slip into that momentum. I'm not necessarily feeling this as your energy, that you just have that momentum right now, and you might, but I am feeling this divine feminine energy of yours that is like asking for the stillness, that's asking for a little bit of time and expansiveness and space. I am very much feeling that for you, that has been distracted over. But let yourself slip into the momentum. Those things are not mutually exclusive. You don't have to, your divine and your masculine energy, your feminine and masculine energy, put those together. Let those ride forward together. Absolutely. Now, here we go. This is a duplicate card, the Empress to the Empress. There is some strong messaging coming through. You are so... Sit into that stillness. Let the things grow around you that need to grow around you. This card doesn't feel effortful. This card doesn't feel difficult. Everything about this feels at ease. It feels expansive. It feels like growth. Things growing all around her. Ideas, creativity, thoughts, intuition. Everything just comes right to her. And it is this soft seat of power. And it's exquisite and beautiful and wonderful. And really make time for that part of yourself. There is something so important there for you. Make time for yourself, that part of yourself. And I really do encourage you, outdoor meditation if you can, or open a window and sit in front of it for 5 minutes. But really let yourself sit into that energy as much as possible. Recreate that as much as possible. Dress yourself in something that feels divinely feminine, whatever that may be. Let yourself really saturate into that energy. Now, with the Page of Cups coming in, our pages, these messenger cards, these youthful messenger cards, I think there's something funny, like there's something that makes you laugh. This could be a person that makes you laugh. This could be just like a setting that you end up working with these couple of people, or you interact with these couple of people, and every time you do, you guys laugh, and it's so fun, and you guys have the same sense of humor. There's an important message in there. So spend time with those people, or in that situation, or doing that thing, whatever it is that feels like, oh, there's a lot of humor there. Go towards the humor and look for an important message. So there's something important that's popping up for you, that's an important message to guide you further on in your journey. That's going to be important for you journeying forward. Now we have the Five of Pentacles. So I do feel like this isn't, the Empress really makes me think of this like like beautiful overflowing fruit basket. You know, this is plenty. There is plenty. Like, not only that you have the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles, this is abundance. Oh my goodness, overflow. Boy, is it all right there to take in, to eat, to fill yourself up. There is this interesting little balance here that feels like there's a part of you that maybe believes that you have to suffer for it. That if you're going to have the good things, then you have to have this suffering as well. Or there might be a part of you that feels like that abundance isn't truly available to you, that you are going to end up going hungry, that there isn't enough. There isn't enough, that you can't have what you want. But there's this little dark feeling under here that's scarcity, that feels scared, that feels the not enoughness. Perhaps you feel not enough in who you are. But there's something under here that needs a little bit of looking after and tending, as if you were tending to a child who got hurt. Your childhood self, when you were hurt as a child, that you didn't get what you needed. Tend to that soul. Tend to your childhood self that didn't get what they needed at the moment they needed it. And let yourself give that now, and give it to yourself now as your future self as well. That scarcity, that fear, that deprivation, that doesn't have to be there for you. That's in the energy, but that doesn't need to exist for you. That can be released. We're going to tend to that in a loving and caring way. Now, I do find the Knight of Swords very interesting. So the Knight of Swords, who rides in with their sword out, you know, just this smart, flying forward, so much momentum. This is different momentum than our Chariot that I'm asking you to attach yourself to. This does feel like this could be past romantic energy. That is not necessarily good for you, because King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, that is some strong goodness. If you need clarification questions, if you want to like go through a whole deep dive on your romantic person, there'll be a link below for that you can go to for that as well. But this feels like this could be somebody coming in to be an interrupter. Someone flying in, you're starting to move into a whole new space, you've let the thing go, you've started walking away from the feelings and emotions, and oopsie daisies, hey, here I am, I'm coming in to mess everything up. I'm coming in to just take my sword out all of a sudden. Oh, now I have this truth. Oh, now I have this understanding. But that doesn't feel, I feel like we could do an entire reading on this. This feels like, that doesn't feel like that is necessarily true. That feels, I feel like there's such a good thing over here. I'm going to let you tap into that intuition and sort of look into that, but I'm feeling like this could be some, I'm going to destabilize what is beautifully unraveling for you energy. So just be careful. That's a little warning. Be careful. Listen to your inner guidance system. Listen to your intuition about that, and be prepared. Be prepared that might happen. I do want to pull a little piece of guidance for you from our Oracle deck. So I would like to pull a little piece of divine guidance for you from our Oracle deck. I love these cards. These are really fun, lovely pieces of guidance. Expand. The Empress is so expansive. Expand. Yes, yes. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. And staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. I love this. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Imagine the possibilities and go for them. Do it. There's a helicopter outside amplifying this message. As I say, outside sounds do. Oh my goodness. If you feel like you resonate with this, if you feel like you want to claim this, or even if you don't want to claim it, but you just want to sort of just, let's go ahead. So the Empress is at 3. Let's put 33 below. If you were, since we have two empresses, if you would like to just say, hey, I'm here, or if you want to claim it, go ahead and pop 33, the number 33 below. And maybe look for the number 33 in your life as well as a little message coming in. I would rewatch this and take some little intuitive notes. I'm feeling so much. Whatever you feel intuitively right now, I would write it down. Whatever is coming up for you, because there's so much coming in. So much coming in. Oh my goodness. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Please like this video too. It means the world to me and to the whole team. And also comment, because I love comments. I read them all. I don't always comment on them all, but I do read them all. And it fills my heart. The vulnerabilities, everything. Just even if you just want to say hi, you don't have to. You don't have to write a whole bunch, but I will read it if you write it. And I'll send you some love while I do. And I am sending you love right now, and I'm sending you so much light until I see your precious self again so soon. Mwah. Mia. Hello, my Caribbean calcite. Oh, I'm so excited to take this voyage with you. Don't you feel like we're on a liner, we're on a big ship, and we're taking a voyage into the known? It's not the unknown. This is the known energy, but some of it's going to be into the unknown. I want to start with my old trusty deck, who has been particularly naughty. Particularly naughty lately, which I love, honestly. I feel like my old trusty deck, she truly makes her own path. She goes her own way. She does what she wants to do, and I love that about her. And she gives us the answers that we need. And she's just giving us the unfiltered truth. She's laying it all out there for us. And she's been particularly energetic. That's probably a better word than naughty. She's been fantastic. She's been very energetic lately, so I feel like we should start with her. And in this energetic deck, first card out for you is the Hierophant. Second card out for you is the Ten of Cups. Third card out for you is the Knight of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles right behind that. The Nine of Pentacles right behind that. Ooh, juicy, juicy answers coming through. My goodness gracious. All right, so we have a lot of Pentacles energy popping up here for you. I'm going to point that out right away. I have 3 of our 5 cards are Pentacle pulls. Our very first card coming in from the Major Arcana, the Hierophant. So I am feeling like there is some part of you that needs to know. There is some part of you that needs to know something and is really seeking out that knowledge. Perhaps you're seeking it out from me in the cards. Perhaps you're seeking it out from another guru. Perhaps you're seeking it out from studying something. Perhaps it's a subject. Perhaps it's something that but there is some part of you that is in seeking mode and is moving forward, and really you're sort of getting your scholarly hat on. You're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to ascertain all the information that you can to pull this information in. And that's an important, that feels like it could be part of your personality as well. That part of your personality is to do that, but that feels like a very overriding energy in your life right now. Now, just behind that, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, what a strong and lovely card to pull here as your second card. This is a card, it is a card of completion, as our tens always are. This is a card of feeling and emotion, as our cups are. This gets into those happy ever after vibes. This gets into that underneath a rainbow, arms open with your person, feeling like you're in the middle of family, whatever your chosen family feels like, in the middle of home, whatever your chosen home feels like. It feels good. It feels expansive. It feels like anything is possible, and that there's a sense of togetherness and friendship and love and an overflowing heart space that just buoys all of that up. It feels wonderful, especially this like voyage feeling that we have right here. And I do feel this sort of voyage into this open space, and I love this for you. I feel like this energy is in your field. So even if you're not feeling all those, I don't necessarily feel like you are feeling any of those feelings right now, but it feels like that potential is certainly in your energy to just open yourself up to be with your person, whether you know them right now or not. That there is something really opening up for you in your heart space. Love, romance, togetherness, those feelings. all coming together. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles riding in right up behind that. So I'm feeling like there is this masculine presence, and I love this masculine presence. It is a soft riding masculine presence, comes in without too much pomp and circumstance, too much attention seeking. This is someone who is super consistent. They show up, they have that showing up energy. They really come in with a set of good habits, a set of good skills, a set of consistency, consistent behavior. They're really a strong person, a good person to have by your side, a good person to feel like a stabilizing force, but also a good person, the kind of person that wants the commitment, that wants to be there for you, wants to take care of you, wants to protect you, wants to make sure that everything in their world is protected and taken care of. I'm loving this feeling of this masculine energy. Now, right behind that, we have the Five of Pentacles followed by the Nine of Pentacles. So these two Pentacle cards, very different feelings. One, there is this feeling of kind of this hunger, this sort of, and I'm feeling this as there are two figures in this card. I'm feeling this in this feeling that what is coming for you right now, this person, this romance that's obviously popping up in your energy field, it is going to feel like something that like you would be. Now, I should stipulate that our Knight of Pentacles is probably very good with money. Our Pentacles do get into money and earthly goods. So they probably are very good at money, very good at making money, taking care of and providing, and really have a good house for that. But this romance, it's the kind of thing where you feel like you would starve with this person if you had to. It feels very ride or die. It feels like I'm with them regardless. This is a togetherness that can go through hard times. This is a togetherness that can go through the not having and the having. I see no signs of you not having, but that feeling that it doesn't matter, that this is it. This is the thing. This is a different kind of togetherness. It is a togetherness that holds through thick and through thin. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles right behind that. And with their Nine of Pentacles showing up right behind that, I'm feeling this. This is a luxurious, illustrious, lovely card. It is a card of things coming in for you. I'm also feeling this as a card of the sort of feeling of luxury around you, that you're stepping into a new space soon, that there are these little stepping stones being set out for you to really feel like you're in your body, you're in your space, you're in your presence, you're in a home you love the things that are around you, you see beauty everywhere you go, that you are shining beauty from the inside out and the outside in, that you are just really radiating like you're glowing, you're magnificent, you're magnetic, you're attractive, that you're stepping into a space of physical power for yourself as well. Power of feeling beautiful, of feeling confident in your own skin, in your clothes, in your surroundings, in the home that you have, all of the things of this world, of this earth that are already set out for you. And I do want to tap back to our old trusty deck because goodness knows she shows up for us. So I am feeling a little called, a little pull, a little nudge to say, hey, I'm not done with you yet. I've got a few more things to say over here. And 3 cards feels like that's what she wants to give us. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, we have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Page of Swords. I'm seeing just feels like good information after good information right now. It feels like good, happy, wonderful things are just in your energy field, ready to just manifest for you. So I'm really not seeing anything that's coming up as a warning right now. Everything feels delightful and lovely and juicy, and bite into it full crisp apple, or orange, as it, whatever your fruit of choice is. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, I'm feeling like more good things are coming in for you, that things are going to feel like, how did I get so lucky? How did all of this come to me? How am I in this energy? How am I in this space? How did I get surrounded by all of this luxury, by this feeling of satisfaction and happiness and contentment and confidence in both my physical world, my physical space, and my heart space, in everything that is around you? It just feels like I don't even understand how things just turned into this exceptional space of being. this presence of coming in, of welcoming in what it is you want. Right behind that, we have the Knight of Cups, and you'll remember our third card in, our Knight of Pentacles riding in with this masculine energy, as this person who's showing up for you, this lovely masculine energy. And I am feeling this is the same person energy, so I am feeling like the cards are reassuring you that yes, they have it together. They have all these great qualities, and you might only see that on the surface when you start interacting with this person, that maybe you get into a relationship where you're not so far in, and you're like, but does this person have the feelings and the emotions that I need? They obviously, they look great on paper, they have all these qualities, they have all of these good strengths, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling all of the emotion I need to feel. And this card really, I feel, comes in to say, it's there. Even if you don't, it's not being offered up yet, even if it comes in very quietly, maybe even silently, until it's ready to unfold and really show itself for you. The depth of feeling, the depth of emotion, the capacity for deep love and care is there. It is sewn into the fiber of this person as well. So that will be on offer as well, heart space and all. And then we have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords, it does feel like an inspiring idea, like an inspiring inspiration. But it also feels like a message that's coming through that there is something also very important, something exciting, but also something very important that you might be overlooking a little bit that you need to acknowledge. That's an important idea, an important message, something that's coming through that's been sort of, just tapping your shoulder, and you're kind of like, yeah, okay, get to it. Oh, okay, I'll do that cool, inspiring thing soon. Oh, yeah, all right, I'll take action on that soon. But this card really feels like it's showing up to say, hey, this is important. You need to do this. This is something that's going to move you forward in a big way. Those feelings of everything falling in your lap, that how did I get so lucky, all of this is coming in, there is something brilliant there that's going to make you feel lit up and alive and good. So pay attention to what that is. Take action on what needs to be taken action on. If you've been procrastinating on a project or something that means a lot to you, just don't anymore. Don't procrastinate anymore. It sounds so easy. Just do it. But just do it. Just go ahead and move forward. Start taking small little baby steps. Anything that you can think of, 5 minutes today. Okay, I am going to switch decks, and I feel like our trusty deck is okay with that. So first of all, before I do, I'd like to pull an oracle card for you. And these oracle cards have some lovely guidance in them. So I just want to sort of tap any guidance that we need to hear. And this card is telling us protect. You're being asked to protect yourself and your energy. It's okay to want to give to others, which you do effortlessly. It's important, though, that you set healthy boundaries with your energy before doing so. Now is the time to get some protection in place. Now is the time to set up any energetic barrier that you need to set up, to fortify yourself in any way that you need to fortify yourself. That feels like lovely, amazing, wonderful advice, and I'm so glad that came in. I'd love to hear a comment below on if you're really feeling that, if that feels like something you've been asked to do lately, that you've been really needing to protect your own energy, that you've been needing to fortify yourself, give yourself a little fortress, give yourself a little bit of a buffer between you and perhaps some energy that wants to take from you. So you can focus your energy on all these good things coming in. So you can make sure that those go smoothly, that you can glide forward into that, because this is so good. It's so good. Okay, so now I want to tap into your energy for blocks first. Anything that could be blocking this from happening, because this is something we certainly want to happen. I'm feeling some very strong stuff. There feels like, well, let's see what it says. Let's see what we've got. I'm just pulling 3 cards. We have the Chariot. We have the 10 of Cups reverse. The second card we pulled today was the 10 of Cups upright from our old trusty deck, from our pink deck. As a block, we are pulling up the 10 of Cups reversed. I love pulling duplicate cards. It really locks in the message for us. And then we also have the Ace of Pentacles coming in. Very clear messages here. As a block, there might be a part of you that is running towards something, just moving forward as fast as you can towards something. And you'll know what that is. Lean into that intuition, and whatever hits when I say that. What have you been running towards? That thing I want you to evaluate, because this is popping up as a block. Is that what you really want? Is that what you truly desire for yourself? Is there something important on the peripheral? Now, I am all about focus. I am all about moving forward as fast as you can towards what you want. But I feel like this card is popping up as a block because it wants you to ask, is this what you really want, what you are moving towards? Is this, and it could be a person. Maybe you've been putting all of your effort into a person, and maybe that doesn't sound familiar when I'm talking about this spread. Maybe that doesn't sound like your person. If you want to do a deeper dive, there's a link below so you can do a deeper dive about who your person is. But this is really asking that question, is this what you want to be doing? Is this what you want to be moving so fast towards? There's something that needs to take just a moment of a breather so that you can reevaluate. Or maybe it's a course correction. Maybe you have been putting all this effort and energy and action towards something that could be easier, that could be done in a different way. But there's something important there. Now, the 10 of Cups reverse popping up as a block, I get it. I feel it. And this feels like a disbelief. Like it is very difficult for you to believe that this feeling, that feeling I said in the very beginning, standing with your person, arms open, under a rainbow, all of the feelings, all of the emotions, the feeling of family, whatever that looks like, the feeling of home, whatever that looks like to you, and whatever it is you most desire. That feeling of we are here in this together, it is expansive, it is open. When I say that, if there is a moment for you that feels like, I don't really know if I believe that that exists. I don't really know if I believe that that is possible. I don't really know if I believe whatever that might be popping up. I believe that's popping up as a block. That there might be a disconnect from what is possible to what you believe is possible. And if you don't really believe that it's possible, it does make it very difficult to get there. It does make it very hard for you to manifest that or to own that, because there is that space that limits you, or that will accept something else from someone else, or that will, race into a different direction because it's more believable for you. Whew, my. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles also popping up as a block. And this is new opportunities coming in, and this does get into money. This gets into the physicality, health, body, face, wellness, your physical surroundings, your home, your car, anything you own, anything of this earth. This is just everything of this earth. New opportunities for things coming in. And this popping up as a block could be that there are too many opportunities for new things coming in, that there might be too many things for you to really choose from, so you can't focus your energy on one thing that could really amplify everything else to make a lot of money in one direction, or that you might be spreading yourself too thin. But also this does feel like so we pulled the 9 of Pentacles for you, which and right before that we pulled the 5 of Pentacles, and this space could feel to you like, it could feel like you're asking for too much, or there could be a little bit of a block in there that feels like you don't deserve everything that is asking to come to you, that you don't deserve it, but also maybe that there might be a sort of disbelief that you should even want it. So there is something here to do with earthly goods, physical beauty, health, wealth, everything of this earth, that there might be some part of you that is just not accepting, not open for business, not letting yourself take in what wants to come to you, that it is actively, actually, right now, knocking on your door. Hey, I got the answer for you. I got more money for you. I've got the physical space you want to be in. I've got the health for you. I've got the knock, 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 knock. But there might be a part of you that's like, come back another time. I don't have space for that right now. I'm not sure how I can handle the abundance that brings. It's interesting stuff, and I would like you to evaluate that and just feel if that feels true. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about that if you want to comment. I'm staying in our pink deck, so we're off of blocks, and now I really just kind of want to move into there's something underneath everything that I feel is important. It's sort of like, we have this layer of really strong ice on a pond and we can walk on top of it, but there's something underneath all of that, those water underneath of it, that is asking to be looked at. And you can trust that ice. It is strong. That is like, there's this foundation that things are going to be built on, but there's something underneath all of that is asking for, like, hey, can you just take a look at this a little bit? I'm feeling, yeah. Okay, all right. We've got 4 cards, and we have all upright cards. So, yeah. Well, we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 9 of Pentacles again. We have the Justice card, and we have the Ace of Wands. These are speaking pretty loudly. So underneath of the ice, underneath the strong structure, the strong foundation, the water space that's under there, which really, water often feels, to me, and with the cups, and can very much symbolize emotions and feelings. That there are these things sort of rolling around that, water can be fierce and ferocious. It can turn to ice. We could freeze that all the way through and make it like you can have this palace you build on top of it, or it can be something you feel submerged in. There's a lot of potential and power in those feelings and emotions. So in our 8 of Swords, I'm sure you've seen this card with me if you've done readings with me before. This is a feeling of being trapped. It is a feeling of being imprisoned. These are loose binds, though. So she's bound up. She's got a blindfold on. She's surrounded by swords, which represent that thought space, mind space, truth-seeing, knowledge, intelligence. Really just surrounded by thoughts. That it's just too much, feeling imprisoned. But she could let herself out of this space at any time, which is the real gift and the magic of this card. It is this, you might be surrounded by the swords of disbelief. You might be surrounded by these thoughts and feelings that, where you think it could never happen, or that you must have this person when this other person's really walking in for you and has so much more to give than what you realize, or the person that you're with has so much more than you realize. You might just be stuck in a thought space that feels like it's trapped. It doesn't feel good. This card doesn't look like it feels good. This looks like it feels awful. It doesn't feel good at all. Now, the interesting thing is that we have the 9 of Pentacles once again. This is our second time pulling the 9 of Pentacles. There's something important here. That's what our cards tell us. And it's important in your feelings and emotions. Now, I told you before, this feels very luxurious. This feels very opulent. And we are getting into money, wealth, health, anything of this physical realm, your living space, the items you own, anything that gets into that. Now, this is beautiful, and it is a card of things really coming in for you. And I do think the universe is saying again and again, this will be like a 3rd or 4th time the universe is saying this with these cards. It wants to come to you. It wants to land for you. You are being asked to have it. You are being asked to take what you want. You're being offered a basket of fruit, and the universe says you can have all of it. You can have a couple of pieces. But just because you choose all of it, if you can eat all of it, it doesn't mean other people are not going to get fruit. There's enough for every single person to have a full basket. Don't feel like you can't take what you desire or what you want, or that you're undeserving. It really is up to you how much you want to eat. That you can really live in a space of abundance if you choose to. And you can start doing that right this second by appreciating what you have appreciating that it is here for you, being so grateful, being so in it, just luxuriating in what you already have. That glorious coffee mug that you have, that you make your your fancy tea in, that you hoard and don't drink because you're saving it for a special day, and instead you decide, I'm making that today, and I am going to luxuriate in this experience, and I'm going to luxuriate in the amount of time it takes me to drink this. But just luxuriating in the physical realm. Now justice pops up, and I have a feeling you know exactly why justice is popping up. This feels like something might not be fair. Something might not have been fair in the past. Maybe something doesn't feel fair now. And that might be that you feel like you're on the losing end. That could also feel like you're on the winning end and someone else has to lose. But there's something that needs to be resolved there. This is interrupting. This is interrupting your emotional space. The waters are not still with this. And it's really important for you to acknowledge and then sort of handle that. And I don't think it has to be a big production to handle it. I don't think it has to be a huge, I'm going to have to go to therapy to handle this for 3 years. I think this could be acknowledging it to yourself, letting the truth, and we have the sword of truth in here, letting the truth really be the thing that slices everything open, that claims this space, that lets you feel like you can handle, that you can see, you can do, you can really be in your own good space that's not tangled up in that feeling of unfair or justice, getting what someone deserves, all of that. Then we have the Ace of Wands right behind that. Feelings and emotions. Is there something, now I'm getting out of romance and I'm getting out of money and I'm getting out of the physical things here for a moment. And this feels really like we're going into career, passion, purpose, which really does get into the Wands space, which, that fiery energy, career, passion, purpose, those things that you want to drive towards. And this doesn't have to be career. This could be, this book you've always wanted to write or this experience you've always wanted to have. But it feels like there's something very important. And I want you to take a moment, clear your mind. When I say there's something passion, purpose, career oriented that you have always wanted for yourself, that you've been really waiting to gift yourself with, what pops into your mind? That thing, it's open for you, and it's disturbing the waters. It's disturbing the emotional waters because it is available. It is, our aces bring in new opportunities. It is there for you. It is in the energy. It is in the universe that wants to be handed over. This could also be, this could get into that belief system. I can't have it. I can't have everything. I've got this great romance coming in. Oh, I've got all this abundance and wealth and, coming in I can't take it all. I can't just have an amazing life all around. Yeah, you can. Hello, welcome to your world. This is the new normal. Yeah, you can. You can have it all. And you just really have to open your hands up to this. And there's something that needs to be acknowledged there as well. And then taking action on it, letting yourself move towards it, letting yourself truly grab it, open yourself up to it, move into the energy of that. Those waters are calling for your attention. Ooh, I love all of this. This is so interesting. I want to move into my white deck. Just a little bit of clarity for any messages that are coming in from a higher source, angels, guides, whatever you ascribe to, your higher self. I just want a little message coming in about what you need to know right now, about any action you need to take. If there's anything that we're not seeing, maybe we don't know to ask the question about it. Maybe we're not sure that that's an important thing that we need to be looking at. I'm just letting that pop up. I am feeling one more thing in here. And I've pulled 3 cards. And in order, I have pulled the Moon reversed. I have pulled the 8 of Pentacles reversed. I have also pulled the Empress. Yeah, well, here we are. Now, the universe is offering up some little doses for you. Some little important, shots of important information. We have the moon reversed. Now, the moon is a card of, this could be secrets, this could be duplicity. I mean, this could get into, untruths, but this could get into just things you're not seeing, something that's hidden away. This is something, and this feels stuck. It's reversed. It feels like it's not surfacing for you, and this might be something you truly have not acknowledged to yourself, which makes it extremely difficult to know what it is. Except when I say that. When I say that, I feel like something does come up for you. It's a truth, a deep, important inner truth that you perhaps do not acknowledge to yourself about what you want, about what you need, about what you desire, about what it is you really actually want to be going for, the entire scope, the entire life, full, all the way around it. Love, money, abundance, feeling of family, the feeling of protection, the feeling of certainty, of truth, of confidence, whatever that is. It feels like something is coming up for you. I want you to intuitively lean into that. Write down some notes for yourself so you have them. And I'd like you to keep those notes with you for a few days. And you can set this. There's a number that's coming, between 1 and 10 for you now. What number is that? That's the number. I want you to keep that piece of paper with you. And I want you to hold on to it. You can carry it around with you, or you could just keep it in a special place, keep it hidden. You could stick it in your bra. You could stick it in your back pocket, but you could also just, keep it at home, or keep it in a special, jar that you have, or anything that's beautiful, or on an altar if you have one. But there's something important there, and I would like you to just really ruminate on asking for clarity with that. If you even need it, I feel like answers are going to come to you so fast and so strong. I don't feel like this is a big, huge unearthing. I feel like it's asking to be unearthed. It is available to you. It is there. Now, with our Eight of Pentacles reversed, I'm feeling that there's a part of you that is having a very difficult time being consistent in some direction. And it's impossible for us always to be consistent all the time. That's just impossible. But there's something you're really not being consistent on. I love this card. And this might just be my routine habitual self that loves this card. This is a card of, I show up. I do the work. I invest every day into whatever it is you're trying to invest into. Your health, your mental space, your meditation space, your energetic self, your spiritual self, your intuition, whatever it is that you need to be investing in, this future relationship that's being called in, the manifestations you're bringing in, whatever those habits are. And I want you to think earthly habits. We're in the Pentacles. So I want you to think the worldly habits. And that is, what is my morning routine like? How do I move my body? What do I put inside of my body? How do I, treat myself? How do I, move in this world? What are the habits, like the actions that I take in this physical life that I'm in, of moving towards these things? Do I say yes to the parties that I get intuitive hit that my person could be at? Do I say yes? Do I go? Whatever that is, how that's not playing out in your life right now, what you might not be showing up for yourself in. And so I want you to investigate that, and don't beat yourself up for it. You're a human being. You're a wonderful, glorious human being. We all are. This is not a cakewalk. If it were, we'd all be perfect little robots. But we're not. So yay, celebrate that. But also, you can really, habits wonderful. Routine can be so wonderful because it gives you the opportunity to take away the work. Now it's just something you do. It's just the way you are. You just show up in the world that way. It becomes not work after that, because now it's just habit. It's just the way you show up. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to strong arm anything. You don't have to, it's just ingrained in your body now. Easy. But those first momentum steps to getting it to be the habit, that's tricky. That can be difficult. But it's asking for it. This is, showing up for you for a reason. It's being asked of you. And we have the Empress. So I'm feeling this coming in as a message that you don't recognize your own beauty. And I don't mean this physically, but physically as well. We have a lot of physical signs of beauty here, but also your inner self, your inner system, your divine femininity, your fertility of self, that you grow things around you, that you are creative, that you create things, that you have a beautiful way of looking at the world, that you take things in a beautiful way, that you take emotions in a beautiful way, that you interact in this world in a beautiful, growth-inspiring way. And I think this card is really just saying, hey, appreciate who you are. Appreciate this glorious being that you've become. Look at you. You're blooming. You are growing. You are like a flower that is planted and that is just out of control blooming. There you go. Blooming, blooming, blooming. Growth, growth, growth everywhere. It feels so fresh. It feels so good. I love this card. Sit into it. Acknowledge it. And luxuriate in that. The same way you will with that, special cup of tea you've been hoarding. That same kind of feeling. Luxuriate in it. Just appreciate who you are right now. I love this. I could do this all day long, and I would love to. If you do want to do a deeper dive, there will be a link below so you can do that. I always love to. If you would like to comment below, I would love that. I don't always comment on the comments, but I read every single one, and they fill my heart, and I love them. I also would love for us to go ahead, I'd love for you to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And to like this video would be so kind and wonderful of you. And I would also like for us to drop something about that growth, that blooming. Let's drop some sort of flower below. Any flower that just makes you think of that divine feminine energy that is blooming, 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 growth, 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 creativity, all the goodness. Acknowledging where you are in this world, how beautiful you really are. And I'm going to give you one more little hit of advice before we go. So one more oracle card to send you on your way. And the card we chose is compassion. You're being asked to be kinder to yourself, to give yourself a break. See that beauty. Instead of being a taskmaster, a bully, and a horrible friend, be a loving comforter who always has your back. Enough said. I don't think that I need to expand on that at all. That is exactly right. I love it. And I love you. I'm sending you all that love. I'm sending you so much light. I can't wait to see your precious self again so soon. Enjoy this beautiful ride that you're on, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Mwah. Mia.